welcome to my final project in Topics in Interactive Programming. So for my project I made Simon in Unity. Simon's a classic game from the 90s that uses it's just a button or a platform with 4 buttons, and you just have to memorize the order in which the buttons are pressed by just pressing the buttons repeatedly, and it adds a new button to the sequence every time you get it all of them right in a row. So I decided I wanted to recreate that in Unity just because it would be fun and it would be definitely musically interactive, because the tones that are played on every button press match the help your memory out a little bit. So let's go ahead and play the game so we can understand the concept a little more before we go over the code. So first, there you go, it starts with the green button, so we press the 4 on the number pad. So basically, yeah, the controls are mapped to the number pad because those are the most that resemble a square. Unfortunately, any of the keys on the keyboard, like the QWERTY, they don't really there's no 4 keys in a square shape, so the best way to accomplish that was just with the number pad, so I just used the number pad to figure that out. So we are on our 3rd turn now. We pressed the green twice, so we're gonna press the green twice, yep, and then we're just gonna press it 3 times. And we'll just keep going and going until we lose. And this will go forever and ever. We got some nice elevator music on in the background too, just to get that old nostalgic feel of the 80s and 90s. Because why not, you know? So as you can tell, the tones will play like a 8-bit sound, almost resembling an older video game. And I use that using this really cool website that you can just generate 8-bit sounds with. So I just tried to match the tones as close as possible to the original game to bring back the old feel. So we'll do one more and fail. Oh, I actually did fail, so I don't even have to start. So when you do fail, it'll laugh at you, the game will be like, ha ha ha, and it'll restart. Also, after every turn, it'll play a little sound clip of a guy saying good job because you did a good job when you played the game. So now we understand the concept of the game, we can take a look at the code and go through the code. So I'm going to open up MonoDevelop here. So this is coded in C#. These are all just variables, and I constructed them here. This code right here is the correct order, this line. That is the proper order of the button sequence, and I use that by adding a random integer between 1 and 4 to that list after every turn, and each number corresponds to a button, and I use those numbers in my code. So right here, all of there's a lot of code here, just because most of it's just the button resizing and the sound playing and stuff. Basically, yeah, this code it'll say, okay, if this keypad's pressed, which is the number 4, corresponds to the green button on the number pad. If that is pressed, then we will check if that number is correct. Alright, so it'll hold it to run the animation. That's what all this does. But if it sees that the value associated with green, which is 1, I mapped it to, is not the correct one in the list, it'll reset the game basically, and it'll play the laughing at you audio. And it basically does this for every other button too. This is all just repetitive code. This right here is the method to play the proper order of the buttons. after you win a turn. So it'll just play the correct sequence over and over again. It's an IE numerator. I use an IE numerator so I could have like wait times in between each press, which is nice. And it just loops it basically, and it just checks for the list and plays whatever button animation is and audio for each. These just call methods down here. I just wanted to try to be a little bit more organized with my code. So this will just do like sound and button sizing together, this piece of code. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So why don't we play one more round and see how that goes. Alright, let's see how long I can get.
You got it. You got it.
Alrighty. There we go, we got the first yellow.
You got it.
Alright, we got 3 of them so far. Let's see how long I can go.
You got it. You got it.
Oh, I messed it up. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Well, thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoy the game.